What are you using to hold your iPhone and iPad? This is MacVoices. This edition of MacVoices is supported by TextExpander by Smile, the makers of world-class software. Visit textexpander.com/podcast to learn more and download your free demo. Welcome to MacVoices. This is the talk of the Apple community, and I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, it's always fun to do follow-ups with people we've actually met in person, and that's what I get to do this time. We did not get to have CES this year in person, but we did get a virtual CES and some virtual CES follow-ups. And this is one of those that is a virtual CES follow-up to a follow-up that I had at an in-person CES. I'm happy to welcome Nina and Faith from GoDonut, a product that I saw, liked. In fact, I liked it so much that I went out and bought 2 of them. So right there they are. And Nina and Faith, welcome to the show. It's great to have you back. Faith, you're back. Nina, this is your first time.
Yes, thank you for having us. We're super excited.
Yeah, we're so happy to be here. Thank you so much. Actually, behind us, I was just telling Faith, behind us, can you grab it? Yeah. She's going to grab it. Wait, it's kind of fun. We have our CES Twice Picks Award from 2019 right behind us. Isn't that exciting?
That's you go.
Where you met Faith, right?
That's where I met Faith.
Yes.
Yeah. It was one of, and you've got them all lined up on the desk in front of you, and that's kind of what caught my eye. Was at CES was the display at how colorful they were, and then once I went over and saw them, I definitely wanted to talk to you about them, and now we have even more to talk about. So I'm just going to throw it to you two and let you talk about not only what you've been doing, but what's new with GoDonut.
For sure, definitely. Well, see, GoDonut. Just a little review for you guys. GoDonut is a portable and universal stand for tablets and smartphones. So you can use it with your iPad, your iPad mini, and your iPhone, all models of iPhone. So, and all you do is grab your iPhone. This is an iPhone 11. And so you just place and enjoy. Yeah, place and enjoy. And so you have this flex technology in here. See? This is what helps you grip your device. So this is why we're able to support multiple devices at multiple angles, because of that flex technology.
And including the cases as well. So if you have a thicker phone case, you're able to, the Flex Tech allows you to be able to hold your phone even with the case. And it also holds Android phones, Kindle, any kind of tablet outside of Apple products as well.
Yeah. And then, so we're releasing right now. It just actually came from the factory. I'm so excited. Right here, we're still made in California, by the way. And so this was pumped out right from the factory. This is the glaze. See that shiny? You've seen this glaze before on a lot of popular headphones out in the market. And so we use the same glazer right here in California as a lot of other great electronic companies do. See, so shine, sleek, smooth to touch finish, very smooth. Almost candy-like. It's so smooth. It's like the kind of glaze you would get with like a candy. And
then we also have the 360, which I think, Chuck, you were looking at last time at our other event for showstoppers. But this is the 360 right here. So it's the GoDonut on a little swivel top, or lazy Susan if you prefer to call it. So you take off the stopper. I don't know if you guys can see, but allows you to spin. So if you have your device, so you can go ahead and just spin it. So if you're, wanting to do a transaction, or you're just somewhere in your kitchen and you wanting to look at different things and wanting your phone to follow you, you can just spin it this way, you can spin it that way, and go like this if you want to, just for fun. I know a lot of people like playing with it just because it spins.
Yeah.
And then so if you don't want it to spin anymore, all you have to do is put on the little stopper again, and then whoop, and it doesn't go.
Preferably on a table.
Yeah,
right?
preferably on a table, so it doesn't do that, and then it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So
that's a stabilizer. So it will stabilize it into place. And so this is actually it's a complete 360 swivel system. So so you've got that original GoDonut, and then you have these lovely 4 holes in the bottom, and then see these 4 holes here. So if you take the 4 holes in the bottom, attach it to the 4 holes, and to the 4 pegs. 4 holes with 4 pegs, and then it spins, and then you would lock it into place and stabilize it. And so this gives you that stability.
yes.
There you go. So you've got 2 products in one. So that's super exciting. Yeah, we kept wanting a way to make it fun and move and stuff. So this is what we came up with. Yeah, especially it's a game changer in the kitchen, especially if someone is a real estate agent or something, because you could be showing a home, and, show your screen, put your iPad on it, and say, hey, look at this, and then you spin it back and forth. And so I think it's fun, or if you're in a teaching environment, I know a lot of us are either telecommuting or we are doing school at home. So if you're doing online learning, this is great because you just place your device, place your iPad, place your iPhone, and then swivel back to the screen in case you want to show multiple screens at one time, but you don't want to digitize it into your format. So that makes it kind of fun. Yeah.
And that seems like it's such a small enhancement, but it's also huge because you just described some use cases. Before we got into this whole pandemic mess, I know there are plenty of times that if you're sitting somewhere across the table from someone or at a board table, you pull something up on your iPad, and you're right, you want to be able to swivel it around. So you've either got to, grab whatever kind of stand it might be on, or you're handing over your iPad, and then somebody touches something, and what you wanted them to see, it disappears. And it just, it's not a crisis, but it's just inconvenient. With this, I can just have it sitting on the desk in front of me. I want to show what I'm looking at to somebody else. I just swivel it around and then swivel it back. So I love the fact that you added this feature. Because it's not always the way I would use my iPad, or iPhone, but it is enough of one that it's going to make a difference. And your real estate example was a perfect one.
Thank you. Yeah, we have friends who prior to everything going on would show homes in that way.
Right.
Thank you.
So let's go back to the basics a little bit. So what is this made of?
So GoDonut Original is made from TPE. It's just thermoplastic elastomer. So it's BPA free, food grade, recyclable, made in California. So we took the best quality ingredients and put it into this to make it flexible, to give it that flex tech.
And the durability as well.
Yes, we should tell them about the durability test.
Oh, yeah.
This is exciting. People need to know.
Yes, we took a semi-truck in the back of a little store, and they had, I think, 33,000 pounds on the semi-truck, and we had it roll over the GoDonut Original. And other than a few dirt marks from the tires, it remained unfazed. It just popped up. It was totally fine. Yeah. And that was 33,000 pounds on this little guy. So it was pretty cool.
We filmed the whole thing. And we gave the truck driver GoDonuts, of course.
Yes.
That was me.
Well, I found mine to, they're basically indestructible. And that example just proves it. The other thing though, I like about it, because I've had some other iPhone and iPad stands, and they're fine and they hold the phone and all, but they don't go in my backpack very well. And of course, right now, not a lot of us are not traveling like we did. We'll get back to that. But when I was traveling, I could throw two of these in my backpack, not even notice it from a weight perspective, as opposed to some other products that are definitely heavier and more importantly, though, took up a lot more room. This means that I can sit down in a hotel desk anywhere, prop my iPad up, prop my iPhone up, just like I'm at home, and barely even know that I'm carrying this with me, which is something I really, really like a lot.
Yeah, definitely. That's probably one of my favorite aspects of GoDonut, especially back when we were traveling, like you mentioned. It's so nice because it's not noticeable in your carry-on luggage, for example, or if you have a backpack with you. I literally put mine in the slot where your water bottle typically goes. I just slip the GoDonut in there, and then I can take it out no problem. Makes it really easy.
Yeah, and also it's only 4 ounces, and the complete swivel system is only 6 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not
really
very much when you think of everything that has to go into your bag.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This edition of MacVoices is supported by Smile, the makers of Text Expander, one of my favorite productivity utilities. There are lots of productivity utilities out there, created by lots of amazing developers, and they do a great job of keeping them current, but not nearly enough of them help you understand all the different use cases for their products. That's where Smile, the makers of Text Expander, are different. On the Text Expander blog, the Smile team not only posts information about regular updates, but also tips on new ways to put Text Expander to work for you, as well as general ideas on how to run your business better. That makes it a must-bookmark page. And of course, Text Expander is a must-have utility for your team. Standardized responses to customer inquiries so you have consistency and accuracy along with the increased efficiency. It is much quicker to type a small Text Expander snippet and have it insert a paragraph or two of information than having to go to a pre-prepared document somewhere, cut the information out, then go back to the email or document you were working on to insert it. As we all know, time is money, and Text Expander will save you the former so you can make the latter. I want you to visit textexpander.com/podcast today to find out more and to download a free trial. That's textexpander.com/podcast for a utility that you can put to work for yourself and your team and see real benefits within minutes. textexpander.com/podcast. Thanks to Text Expander and Smile, the makers of world-class software, for their support of MacVoices. The other aspect, and we'll get to this sooner rather than later, is the pricing, because it seems like so many iPad and iPhone holders, stands, whatever, in addition to being heavy and also not fragile, but not the kind of thing you just want to throw in your bag. This is pretty inexpensive, so I can take 2 or more with me. I can equip my office and my home with them. I can put one in my kitchen. I can throw these things all over my house, and I haven't spent a ridiculous amount of money.
Right.
Yeah. It's only, the original is only $19.99, and the complete swivel system, so it's a 2-for-1. So our complete swivel system is only $29.99. Yeah. So.
Yep. So, and how many colors? Because as I recall, the display at CES from a couple of years ago, there were a whole lot of colors, and it looks like you may have expanded from that.
Yes. So on our website, GoDonut.com, we offer 9 colors of the original, which is exciting. I've always, I love colors. I love fashion myself. So it's really important for me to offer something for everybody. So we have the 9 colors, and then on the glazed, we have 9 colors of glazed. So, and then we have some water. They're called hydro dips. They'll be available on the site within a few weeks.
Yes,
and those are just water transfer prints. They're called GoDonut hydro dips. So those are exciting too. And they will be available in about 10, 11 colors. We're starting out strong to see what everybody likes and see what does well. So, yeah, it's been a good progression.
Would it be a trade secret for me to ask you what the favorite colors are? What are the best sellers?
No, not at all. We just talked about it during another show that we had. Actually, it's. I mean, inquiring minds want to know. So yeah, so it's crazy, but our top seller is actually the black. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I think it's because it's just such a neutral color, and people are like, yeah, black matches with everything. So I'm just going to stick with black.
Yeah.
And go from there. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then it's a race between red and blue, of course, because our red and blue are just popping.
Yeah. And then I think purple was up there as well.
So then you're at purple.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's about hunter green.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's between the orange and yellow. Mm-hmm. And then you've got pink somewhere after purple, I think. Yeah. So I would say our orange and yellow don't sell as much. But it's interesting because I guess the colors of the year this year, the Pantone colors of the year are actually gray and are yellow. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking we might have more of a push on yellow this year, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. Who knows? So we'll have to go back to you.
I mean, I guess it's the non-imaginative business people that would go for black, but right. I tell you, I would never. I would probably not, at least not for travel, buy a black one, because they would get lost in my bag. If it's a bright color, I can reach down there. It's like, oh yeah, there it is. Grab it. So that may be just one of those use case things. That if you're going to have it in an office, maybe they think it looks more professional in black. Who knows? Yeah, but that does surprise me, especially as bright and vibrant as the colors are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
So interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you also, I think you've hinted that, at least to me and on the Showstoppers presentation, that you have some other things coming later in the year. Is there anything we can talk about now, or are you going to tease us and just make us wait?
Well, I have to tease you and make you wait. But what I can tell you is this is what we did. We took notes from everyone. We listened to what everyone said across the board. End users and people who just love their GoDonut, people in retail and people online, and just everybody. So we took good notes. And we have some exciting stuff coming for you, but that's all I'm going to say. But I want to join you, if that's okay. I want to be invited so I can release it to you, Chuck, if you're down for that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to see what you have up your sleeves next. Yeah.
So I will definitely contact you prior to the press release. Is my goal. That's my intention.
Yes,
I'd like to.
Great. One thing I did want to ask that you kind of brought up in the presentation, because it was asked there, or maybe it was the Q&A afterwards, but you don't recommend an iPad Pro in just one GoDonut. You recommend 2 GoDonuts to make sure it has, I guess, a good base. Is that because of the light weight of the GoDonut, or is it just for stability that you feel more comfortable recommending to?
For stability, yes. And for stability, so it's firm and safely in place, I recommend too. Right now, we're actually, we're using something comparable to the iPad Pro. We're using a Surface Pro. And so that, those measurements are similar. And I would say for this, anytime I take this and use it, I have to use 2 GoDonuts.
Yeah, so I think it has a lot to do because the iPad Pro is a little heavier than a typical, like a standard iPad or a normal sized iPhone. So I think when you have 2, it's able to hold the weight of the iPad while also having that stability on the bottom. So you have like 2 GoDonuts on each side that give you a good angle, and it's not going to topple over when you're using it with just the one GoDonut, for example.
Yeah, I have an iPad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, I know I have an iPad Pro, and I've put it in the GoDonut, and it's fine. But you are right. You do have to make sure that you kind of land it like right in the center and get it just right. And so, and an iPad Pro is not an inexpensive piece of gear. You don't want that crashing to the desk or sliding out. So, but the regular size iPad, the iPad Mini, it's a perfect fit for that, as well as the iPhones, of course.
Yes, of course. Yeah, perfect companion for those. I use it for my Mini all the time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, where do folks go to get to theirs? Do we send them to your website, or are they available through retail outlets?
Yeah. So we are at select airports nationwide. GoDonut.com, Amazon, and more to come.
Yeah.
Tell me about the select airports. That's an interest. I don't think I've ever had anyone say select airports.
So they contacted us from the airport companies, and it's a captive market in an airport. So it seems like the right place to be because they have you stuck there for maybe some kind of layover. So you could be there for 4 hours, 8 hours, 2 days. Who knows? So pretty much they can charge whatever they want to charge because you're there and they got you. So they felt that GoDonut would be a great companion for travelers and something exciting for them to see and a solution to, oh my gosh, I've got 4, 12, whatever hours of flight ahead of me. I need to be able to have my GoDonut, be able to look at my device, stream, get through the flight, that type of thing. So they thought it would be perfect just to try them out at select airports. And then, of course, this current situation hit. But we're still at airports, so that's good.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I think that makes perfect sense. I mean, even if you're stuck at an airport, you're probably if you're stuck at an airport, you're going to be sitting at one of those little charging desks or charging stations they have, and this would be perfect to be able to set the device up and still be using it. And if you're stuck on a plane for the 3, 4, 5 hour flight, whatever, same thing. But even if it's just an iPhone, you want it angled at the right angle to watch or work with, and that's what the GoDonut does. So, and it's so light that somebody's not going to say, "Oh man, I don't want to buy anything that heavy," and it's not fragile because I don't want to buy something that's going to get broken up as I'm trying to juggle my luggage and all. So this kind of checks all the boxes.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Good. Still not going to tell me anything, are you?
Oh no. But check your email because I'll
all right.
We'll let you know when we can.
I keep what I say. I'm a woman of my word. So you'll.
But see, folks, then they'll put me under NDA, and I won't be able to talk about it until they're ready to talk about it. So but at least it'll make me feel better. The website where we send folks is
GoDonut.com. So GoDonut.com.
Great. And of course, I'll have a link in the show notes just to be sure. So, ladies, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. Congratulations again on a great product and a great enhancement to that product. And with no joking intended, I definitely look forward to seeing what you come up with next.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chuck. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. This is fun.
Yes.
Always fun.
Yes, it is definitely. Let's hope we get to do it in person in Vegas next time.
Yes,
that would be
awesome.
Will be.
Yes, for sure.
Stay in touch.
Definitely. Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. I am a happy GoDonut user, and you should be too. Go and check it out. I promise you won't be disappointed if you have a need to prop an iPhone or an iPad in a work or just your home environment. Until the next time, and as always, thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, And get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.